Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? So today I want to speak about commitment, right? Commitment regarding success. Are you a committed person? And if you are committed, what are you committed to, right? What makes you to be a person who's really committed, who's really dedicated, who's really consistent? And are you one person who values consistency, who values discipline, who values accountability, who values resilience? Are you that person, or are you just a person that goes with the flow? That person who thinks that I wasn't really made for success, but if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So where do you lie? You need to choose a side. It's either you know that success is for you, or it's either you try and convince yourself that success is not for you. So you need to choose a side. And once you pick a side, make sure that you stay on that side forever, because you can't say, I want success, and then when it's hard, you jump to the other side, right? And if you choose a side of knowing or of thinking or convincing yourself that you're not meant for success, once other people become successful, don't jump to the other side. You've already picked a side, right? So pick a side, know where you fall, and know what you want in life. So, as a person, right, there are things which show or which express that you are a committed person, right? So, today I'm just going to talk about four of those things. The first one is discipline. Are you a disciplined individual, right? And don't confuse discipline with doing something because you want to do it. That's not discipline. Discipline is doing something regardless of whatever that happens in your life, despite of any challenge that comes in your life. You are disciplined to do what it takes to be successful. You are disciplined to do what it takes to accomplish a certain task, a certain obligation, or a certain duty, whether going to the gym, at your job, your business, school, church, family. You are committed, you are dedicated, you are consistent. That is discipline. I'm a disciplined individual when it comes to a lot of things, right? I'm just going to name one: gym, right? For me, gym is very, very, very deep for me because I don't go to the gym just to lift weights, right? It's a mental thing for me. Once I step, you know, in that place, I just turn into something different. Not a bad thing, but a good person, right? I turn into something different. I'm like, this is where I let it all out. This is where I actually showcase if I really want to do this, right? Because one thing I've learned that when you go to the gym, the weights don't care. The treadmill do, the treadmill doesn't care. The heavy bag doesn't care, right? So those things don't acknowledge you. You need to go there, whether it's hot, whether it's cold, whether you're sick, whether you're tired, whether you're broke or whether you're rich, whether people are speaking bad about you or positive. You need to still get up in the morning, or do what you do and go to the gym. That's what you need to do, right? I go 6 times a week to the gym, and I have to make sure that I go 6 times because for me, as I said, it's a mental thing more than a physical thing. Whenever I leave the gym, I leave so relieved and free, and my mind or my brain works at an optimum level. It has changed. Gym has changed my life, and I'm very disciplined when it comes to gym. I don't compromise. I don't compromise. You need to stay focused. You need to stay disciplined. You need to take action despite of a challenge. Don't do something because you feel like doing it. The person that does something because they have to do it is going to always beat the person that does it because they feel like it, right? The second one is accountability. You need to hold yourself responsible for anything that happens in your life, whether negative or positive. I don't care what it is. You need to hold yourself accountable. Stop playing the blaming game. Because once you play the blame game, you're going to forever blame the people around you. You're going to forever blame situations around you. Blame your family, blame your boss, blame the weather, blame the economy, blame the government. No, you need to take responsibility for your life. You need to take accountability as well. Because I never blame anyone for the things I do and for the things I don't do. I always am accountable for my mistakes. I'm always accountable for my wins. I'm always accountable for my losses. You need to do the same too. Don't ever put somebody in a position where they have so much control in your life to a point where success is determined by them. Success is actually determined by you because you are the one who writes down your goals, who writes down the vision, and you have to execute it, not them. Not them. And it will never be them. It will always be you. So you need to be responsible. You need to be accountable. Stop playing the blaming game. It won't work because you're always going to complain. You're always going to say this, that, and you will never ever achieve success. You will never ever be the person you're supposed to be because you're always blaming people around you rather than actually saying, well, you know what, this is my fault. But what can I do to channel myself in positions where I can actually be like, okay, I can be successful, but I need to do this one, two, three. I can do this ABC. Number three, guys, resilience. Being resilient is a very important one. It's a very important one because resilience is about you bouncing back from failure. Everybody's gonna reach a point of devastation, a point where they think that they might not recover. Everyone is gonna reach that level or that point, right? Rock bottom. They're gonna reach that point, but are you resilient enough to bounce back? Are you strong enough to bounce back? Are you tough enough to bounce back? Are you smart enough? Are you astute enough to bounce back? That's the question. Because those who never bounce back, they were really not made for success in actual fact. Because those who do bounce back are made for success because nothing can break them. Nothing can break them. That shows that you are committed. That shows that you are committed because you are able to bounce back from a trial, from a tribulation, from a challenge. Whenever you go through the water, you won't drown. Whenever you go through the fire, you will never get burnt. Trust me, guys, you'll never get burnt. So whenever you hit rock bottom, you will never stay there unless you want to get up, but you'll stay there if you want to stay there. You will stay there if you want to stay there, and you'll be there if you want to be there. And don't be angry at those who bounce back. Don't be jealous at those who bounce back. Don't be envious at those who bounce back because you made a decision that you wanted to stay. Instead of bouncing back from failure, and once you bounce back from failure, it's to the top forever because you've really learned how to bounce back from failures. You've really learned how to bounce back from failures. The last one, guys, the clarity of goals. We all have goals, we all have missions, objectives, and milestones, long term, short term. But are your goals measurable and are your goals achievable? That's the question. You need to be specific, you need to be intentional and deliberate about your goals. And once you set them, make sure that come hell or high water, you're going to chase your dreams, you're going to chase your goals until they become a reality. And stop being unrealistic about your goals. Set something that you know that I'm going to achieve this. If you set a goal for the next 6 months, right, you're going to go to the gym consistently. Consistently. Make sure that you go to the gym consistently. Make sure that you go to the gym consistently. Right? If you really want to start a business and you give yourself a year and you want to make a certain amount of money, make sure that you start that business. Make sure that you market it properly. Make sure that you get customers, loyal customers. Make sure that you have money as well, making money as well. Make sure that it's something measurable. It's something measurable. It's something attainable, achievable, and it's something specific. Be intentional and be deliberate. Don't be unrealistic. Don't, guys, because once you become unrealistic, that's when you start losing faith in yourself. That's when you start losing confidence in yourself because you've said things that are too far fetched, too far fetched. Said something that you know that once I do this, once I accomplish this, this actually sets me up for something bigger in life. It sets me up for something bigger in life and it gets me closer to the bigger things. So, my question again, are you committed? Are you committed? If you are, I'm glad. If you're not, it's time to step up. Step up to the plate and come with the big boys. Come play with the big boys and come feel how it is to play with the big boys. Get up and go get it. I'm gone.